perplexing those in her vicinity who struggled to comprehend the turmoil besieging her. In the tranquil embrace of a calm evening, the weariness of a long day's work accompanied her on the journey homeward. The silent streets welcomed her, offering solace beneath the night sky's reassuring presence. Unexpectedly, a sudden disturbance ruptured the peaceful air, shattering the quietude. Caught off guard, she turned to confront a speeding car hurtling toward her, bracing herself instinctively for the imminent collision. In that heart-stopping moment, the universe appeared to halt, time momentarily freezing in an unexplainable pause. The shattering impact tore through her, an agonizing sensation rending her existence asunder. Yet, before her senses could fully register the chaos, the surroundings faded into obscurity, plunging her into an inexplicable abyss. Subsequently, her consciousness re-emerged in a hospital room, attended by compassionate souls offering their benevolence. Following a prolonged period of medical intervention, a semblance of consciousness gradually returned. However, an inexplicable force seemed to tug at her consciousness, drawing it away from her corporeal shell. From this detached vantage, she observed the medical team's relentless efforts to revive her. This surreal detachment from her physical self defied rationality, her consciousness remaining vividly lucid, revealing profound insights into the intrinsic essence of life. Enveloped by a serene aura, she found herself immersed in an infinite, boundless realm. An enigmatic force pulsed around her, an experience leaving her in bewildered amazement. Despite her physical body's precarious state, her soul discovered an unparalleled sense of tranquility and peace. This profound encounter gifted her with a renewed perspective on existence. Her soul ascended swiftly, akin to a rocket propelled through the cosmos. Shedding the confines of her corporeal form, she drifted amidst celestial clouds. The expansive surroundings transformed into a platform suffused with overwhelming love and security. Our senses heightened, perceiving the subtlest nuances of this ethereal domain. The boundless expanse afforded her unrestricted movement, akin to a liberated spirit taking flight, an experience resonating with indescribable beauty. Suddenly, a comforting voice resonated around her, its source elusive yet wrapping her in an encompassing tranquility. Before her materialized a radiant angel, adorned in resplendent white robes and wielding a gleaming golden sword, a presence both divine and captivating. As the angel drew near, anguish and anxiety dissolved, replaced by an unprecedented warmth and solace. Revealing herself as the guardian angel, the ethereal being guided her through a portal into an expansive chamber resembling an open-air theatre. The screen flickered to life, projecting scenes from her past life, moments shared with loved ones intermingled with personal tribulations. Some scenes evoked elation, while others summoned melancholy, prompting her to reflect on her past actions. Throughout this introspective journey, the angel remained a silent yet reassuring companion. As the viewing concluded, she was presented with the option to embark on a new path. Gazing at her angelic guide's majestic wings, she pondered the awe-inspiring prospect of taking flight once more. As she inhaled deeply, summoning courage from within, she resolved to heed the guidance of her celestial guardian. Together, they journeyed through a passageway, ultimately reaching an expansive vista. What lay before her was a paradise unrivaled, teeming with tranquility and uncontainable joy. This celestial domain unfolded with lush greenery, blossoms of myriad hues, an illustrious firmament speckled with stars, and the tender caress of radiant sunlight. Within this realm, she encountered immeasurable delight and peace, a realm where the boundary between herself and heaven seemed to dissolve into obscurity. A sudden eruption of brilliance inundated the expanse, suffusing her with an overpowering and profound energy of love and eternal optimism. It was a tranquility so profound that it enveloped her like a protective cocoon. As her gaze shifted, she beheld a figure robed in snow white, crowned with resplendent gold, emanating wisdom and limitless compassion through eyes that seemed to encapsulate the universe. It was a recognition beyond verbal expression. She recognized this as God. A smile from the divine figure and an outstretched hand beckoned her into an embrace, immersing her in an endless reservoir of love and absolution. The voice of God, as soft as a gentle breeze, filled the expanse. "My child, I'm cognizant of the trials and tribulations you have endured in this world. I have observed the anguish and torment that have assailed you. Understand that I'm a constant presence, forever vigilant, and eternally loving you unconditionally." Touched by the divine presence, she unburdened herself to God, laying bare the burden of her existential uncertainty, where her work had appeared as an empty pursuit. She questioned the very essence of her existence. God listened attentively, and in response imparted, "My child, grasp that every soul on earth bears immense significance. Each one fulfills a unique role and contributes in their own capacity. Even seemingly mundane vocations, like that of a custodian, hold profound importance. Their responsibilities extend beyond mere cleaning. They ensure that communal spaces remain pristine, safeguarding the well-being of the entire community. Every individual's labor holds significance and serves a crucial purpose, even when masked in ordinariness." This realization reshaped her outlook on both her profession and her life. God encouraged her to perceive her calling as a form of service, recognizing that every action she undertook had a ripple effect on the lives of others. In that moment, her spirit soared with newfound determination, and she perceived existence and labor through a rejuvenated prism. God conveyed that the moment had arrived for her to return and fulfill her unfinished task. This decision did not leave her disheartened. Instead, it stirred her with inspiration, igniting within her an enthusiasm to embrace her purpose. In a moment of divine revelation, she expressed profound gratitude to the higher power, acknowledging the intrinsic meaning and worth imbued within her existence. Accepting the inevitable return to earth was not a plea, but a comprehension, a recognition of the necessity to metamorphose into an elevated manifestation of herself. Accompanied by the celestial being, she traversed realms, seamlessly transitioning through the fabric of time, reappearing in the familiar confines of the hospital, where relentless efforts to revive her persisted. The nurse, conveying the fruitless labor of the medical team, disclosed, "Our endeavors have reached their limit. The patient's heart has ceased its rhythmic dance." Witnessing her lifeless form, an overwhelming sense of destitution engulfed her, akin to a drifting leaf, forsaken without sustenance or anchorage. Perceiving the tumult within her, the celestial companion extended a hand over her chest, instigating a gradual revival reflected in the heart monitor's return to a consoling cadence. Instructing her to reanimate her corporeal vessel, the angel facilitated the reintegration of her soul into its earthly abode. As the corporeal union transpired, the world gradually materialized around her, the sounds of bustling medical instruments and murmurs of the attending staff permeating her senses. Her eyelids unveiled, greeted by the sterile, antiseptic embrace of the hospital chamber. The haze shrouded her thoughts, the rigidity of muscles permeating her consciousness. The attending physician, adored with concern, probed, "How do you fare?" Her throat, sore and strained, rendered her voiceless. A mere nod sufficed. The medical revelation revealed a cardiac arrest averted, though her consciousness remained shrouded in dizziness and frailty. Recommended hospitalization offered solitude amidst introspection, contemplation of the profound event. Amidst consultations, the account of her ethereal encounter was shared with the skeptical doctor, who, despite initial skepticism, lent an attentive ear. He unveiled a parallel narrative. During surgery, a deterioration of vital signs had ensued, yet an enigmatic voice impelled perseverance, extending life by 2 critical minutes. Deemed a paranormal intervention, the doctor, acknowledging the inexplicable, embraced her testimony. Amid familial embraces and the meticulous care of the medical fraternity, recovery ensued. The physician, eventually decreeing her fit for discharge, witnessed her return to the sanctuary of her home, enveloped by an overwhelming gratitude to the guiding celestial being, the relentless healer, and above all, to the divine guide illuminating her path. Manifestations eluding scientific elucidation coalesced into her profound epiphany. This transformative odyssey catalyzed a profound metamorphosis, steering her towards holistic well-being. An unwavering belief in the enduring enrichment of her essence crystallized, a testament to an enigmatic encounter, instilling an indelible sense of purpose